Good morning, grade 4. This is Teacher Mark. Our lesson for today is all about understanding prime factorization. So, understanding prime factorization. So, first we need to review our lesson last week. What are the factors of 30? Yes, you are correct. 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, 5 times 6 are all equal to 30. So you need to get all those factors or those numbers to be able to get the factors. So the factors of this is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, 30. So you just need to uh, arrange the number in ascending order, which is least to greatest. Next, what are the factors of 50? So again, yes, you're correct. So 1 times 50, 2 times 25, 5 times 5, and 10 times 5 are all numbers that if you multiply, the answer is exactly 50. So the factors, you need to write it again in ascending order or lowest to highest. So 1, 2, 5, 10, 25, 50. Next, is 35 is a multiple of 7? Is 35 is a multiple of 7? Yes, it is because when you recite the skip counting of 7, you'll have 35, such as 7, 14, 21, 28, and 35. Is 142 is a multiple of 5? No. If you divide 142 by 5, you'll get the remainder of 2. So if it has a remainder, therefore that is not a multiple of certain number. So 29 is a prime number, true or false? True. It is because 29 has only two factors, which is 1 and itself. If you get those factors, is 1 times 29 only. Last question for this review. 45 is a prime number. True or false? Yes, you're correct. False. It is because 45 has a 6 factor, 1, 3, 5, 9, 15, 45, which where you can find it 1 times 45, 3 times 15, 5 times 9. And 45 is not a prime number, therefore that is composite number because there are more than 2 factors. So this is our lesson. So what is prime number? So number that cannot be made by multiplying other whole numbers. The factors of number are 1 and itself. So these are the example of the prime number between 1 to 50. Okay. Then a trivia facts. 1 is a universal number. It can be prime or composite number. Again, 1 is universal number. It can be a prime or a composite number. So so the first method, in order to get the prime factorization, we need to use factor 3. So what is factor 3? A special diagram where we find the factors of the number, then the factors of those numbers, etc. until we can't factor anymore. So how do we do that? So example, write the prime factors of 12 using the factor 3. As you may see, 12 is a composite number. Okay, so we need to have the prime factors of 12. So first step is you need to find a number. If you two number or three, or I think two, if you multiply, the answer is 12. If you're thinking that is 4 times 3, you are correct because 4 times 3 is equals 12. Okay, so you need to make a line that is in front of 4 and 3. Okay, as you observe, 4 and 3. So 3 is a prime factor and then 4 is not. So therefore, in this part, you need to make another for this 4. Again, for this part, you need to, again, think. Two number, if you multiply, the answer is 4. Teacher, 4 times 1. No. 4 times 1 is not valid for this prime factorization because it will repeat it only. So you need to have an alternate for that because since that is composite, you need to think more or beyond for 4 times 1 or in any number that you multiply to 1. So I think for this, the answer is 2 times 2. Okay? So for that, okay, you bring down 3. Okay? So therefore, as you may see, all these numbers are prime factors. So therefore, this 2 times 2 times 3 equals 12. So that are the prime factors of 12 is 2 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 3. So those are the prime factorization. Teacher, what if I use 6 times 2? Okay, let's try 6 times 2. So 6 times 2. Okay. So again, 2 is a prime number. So therefore, you don't need uh, uh, to get the 2 number. So you just have 2 for the 6. So 6, if you multiply 3 times 2, as you may see, they are the same if you arrange it in ascending order. So again, if you arrange this, this will be make that. So just like this, 2 times 2 times 3. Okay? So they have the same prime factor even what you use, what number you use for it. Okay? Next number is, right, prime factorization of 25. So in 25, we have 25. So I think that is 5 times 5. Therefore, 5 is a prime number. Therefore, that is the prime factorization of 25. So 5 times 5. Next, write the prime factorization of 60 using factor 3. Again, you need to write 60 and then you put a 2 number. So think a number, if you multiply 2 number, that if you multiply the answer 60. So I think the best for this is 10 times 6. Okay? And then, so there are two numbers that is composite again. So 10, that is 5 times 2. And then 6 is times 3 times 2. Okay? So therefore, all of this is prime number. We need to just arrange it. 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Therefore, that is a prime numbers. Okay? So as you may see, the prime factorization is 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So they are almost the same. Again, what if teacher I use another number, not 10 times 6? So for example, you use 5 times 12. So same number. So 4 times, so 5 is a prime number, so you don't need to uh, make that number. So therefore that is 12. So that is 4 times 3. And then again 3 is a prime number, therefore you have two prime numbers na. Then after that you need to make this composite into 2. So therefore you need to just bring down this 3 and then bring down this 5. And then you write it in ascending order. So 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Okay? Next. The next method is continuous division. Continuous division is prime factor usually using the repeated division. So you need to divide. It is advisable to start with the small prime factor and continue the process with bigger prime number. So example, okay? So it is also called stack division. Okay, so how do we do that, teacher Mark? So find the prime factors of 12 using division, continuous division. In this part, you need to have divide. Need to divide a number. So in this one, as a traditional, you can see the divide is just like this. Okay, but in this part, in continuous division, you need to write that one. Okay? And then you need to write the number. Okay, the number, the prime number. Think of number that is factors by 12. So I think a number just 2. Okay, so 2. When you divide 12 divided by 2, that is 6. Okay, again, you write another uh, division sign. Then, after that, you need to think again. A number, when you divide by 6, a prime factor, if you divide by 6, that is example, there's no remainder. So, I think that is 2. Again, so you divide it by, so 6 divided by 2 equals 3. And we close it. So, therefore, as you can see, wait, as you can see, as you can see, uh, 3 is the 3 is a prime number, therefore that is the final answer. Okay. So that is 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, so therefore, the prime factors of that is 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, so again, for this continuous division, you need to think a number if you divide that inside of that box or half box is you should be a prime number. Okay, next, find the prime factors of 60 using continuous division. So we need to use the continuous division. First, you write the 60 and then like this. So again, you need to find a digit or number. I suggest that you need to start with 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay, you need to divide those number. Okay, so I think 2. So if you divide 60 by 2, you get 30. Again, you enclose it in the box. Again, next, I think try to divide it by 2 again. So if you divide 30 by 2, there's no remainder. The answer is 15. And then next, I need to think a number for these four numbers. I think that is 7. No, sorry, 5. Okay, so 5. So again, so 15 divided by 5 is 3. Therefore, the last number is a prime number. Therefore, that is the final answer. Okay, so how do we write that? 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Okay, let's see. Therefore, the prime factors of 60 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Okay, in this part, in continuous division, the easiest part here, you need to divide only. But usually, continuous division used in higher numbers, such as 100 in the 3 digit. Okay, but factor 3 used by the lower digit as long as 2 digit number. Okay, next, find the prime factors of 80. Let's have 80. So again, we need to choose a number between 2, 3, 5, 7. Among that 2, 3, 5, 7. So I think I need to choose 5. Okay, so 5. So 80 divided by 5, that is, I think that is 16. Okay. Okay, because 5 times 16 equals 80. Okay, next. I think a number. I think 2. Okay, I think 2. Okay, so 16 divided by 2 is equals 8. Okay. Then again, I think, again, 2. Okay. The answer is 8 divided by 2 is 4. Next, I need to box it because that is a composite number, so that it continues box. But if you get just like this, a prime number, therefore you need to stop it. So just like this, that is 2. So 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Therefore, 2 is a prime number, so that is the final answer. Oh, wait. Okay. So that is the final answer. Okay, so that is 2 times 2 times 2 for 2, no? Okay, then 5. So let's see. So therefore, the prime factors of 80 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. Always remember, prime factorization is a number that cannot be made by multiplying another whole numbers. The factors of the numbers are 1 and itself. So that is, I think that is prime numbers. And two method ways to get prime factors, factor 3 and continuous division. The big difference of these two is factor 3, again, you need to use the factor 3 in two-digit number, like 99 below, while the continuous division is 3-digit and up. Okay, but in continuous division, you need to know about that you need to divide it 2, 3, 5, 7. So that is the tip for teacher Mark, that you need to divide by that number because that is the smallest continuous, smallest prime number. And always remember that all factors in prime factor should be prime. Again, in all prime factorization, it should be prime numbers. Therefore, if there is a composite, that is not prime factorization. And then for that, hope you understand and learn from our lesson. Goodbye.